Well, that was fun. I heard there's 50 endings, so... It starts me all over automatically.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Huh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. One right this time.
When Stanley came to a set of
Doctor
two
Who.
open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
He's a thug.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes.
So beautiful.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You need a TV like right here, and that would be like, this would be a pretty awesome little break room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I love how it mocks Stanley. What if I just jumped off?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
Thank you.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, this is fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where am I? I don't know where I am. The whiteboard ending? What? Alright, so I guess I got the whiteboard ending now. Thank you.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hey! Shut up! Oh, there's an open door. Love is an open door! Let's see if you say anything else. Talking more crap on me. 'Cause you're a jerk.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
One on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright.
Wow. Yes.
No.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
this room.
first open door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up in here. I didn't know you could jump off and
Stanley
die.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Alright, penalty for misuse. Cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Oh! I didn't even see this sign last time. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Oh,
all
boxes.
this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No!
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Well, considering...
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Considering you've been mocking me.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everyone. If a box hits me, I swear, I will be very upset. Really, Stanley? Do you have any respect? Oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I want to go through the white one. Which should I go through? I don't really. I want to see what happens if I keep ignoring you, so I'm going over here.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
There's a blue door!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
This hell?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Nope.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Yep.
Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Parkour maps.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ooh. I'll try this one out.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Max! Let's go back in here. Max, stop! Stop!
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What am I playing?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not going to push a button. Is this all it is? Dun, dun, dun. I hear a baby. It's going, and how it shows me its love it goes.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Hey.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
All right.
Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
This has to be the best game I've ever played in my life.
Seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This is like the best game I have ever played. Minecraft!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where are you? Hey,
This will
he's
go
my helper.
Here. No,
Oh, okay.
here. And then...
This isn't a house. It's like a TNT cannon. Wait, is that?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
Ew.
I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art.
It's
and
shats.
feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Have you seen my houses?
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Oh!
Diamond everything.
Yes.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Wait, what if I just stay in here? I'm scared. I'm terrified. This whole new world. This whole new world. A whole fantastic point of view. One trip. Am I get blown up by a creeper?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This will do it all, 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
But there's zombies and spiders. I was hoping they were gonna get me. I should have kept going down. That's the only kind of game that gets me now. I don't know.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
Portal.
What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I can pick stuff up. Let me out! I got a clipboard! I did something. Oh. Dang it! Come on, radio. That's Portal.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Absolutely.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then,
You built a
I'll
dirt
think
house.
back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong.
I left him. I thought he was gonna change me, so I was like, nope. Filing cabinets. Okay, so I lost my radio. So dark. Goodbye. What happened? Whoa. If this is a Slenderman, I'm gonna be very upset. This is really creepy. He left me. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Someone's mowing the lawn. I don't know who's mowing the lawn right now though. It's like 12. It's like 12 in the afternoon. Hey, it's my old office. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do now. Alright. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
This is reassuring.
Very soon.
Oh, great.
I can wait.
Alright, what are you doing? Okay, so it's loading again. This has been very enjoyable.